Good morning, folks. Any of you people out there that find humor in this, you're really a sick, vapid person. You got no soul. Do you think it's funny? Yeah, this has gone beyond the pale. You people should be ashamed of yourself.
Welcome, everybody. Whether you're watching on Andy's channel, Doug's Nothing channel, or my channel, we appreciate we appreciate you hanging out with us. I am Ryan. With me, of course, is Andy and Doug. Andy, are you officially the third mic on this Frank journey, or what's going on here?
I like to tell people I am.
Okay, I hope you do.
I'm all in on Frank. This is it's good shit. So
we got an all male threesome going on here.
Oh wow!
Enjoy the fun.
Frank's Lemon Party is the new title of this show.
I really wish that we could do this more often because this, honestly, is my favorite podcasting I've ever done.
Mine too. It is the most fun. Other than Doug being here, it's the most fun I have.
You're not the only one to ever say that. Other than Doug being here, this is a great party.
No, this is fantastic. You guys are the best, and Frank's the best too. We love Frank, and we're always trying to figure out who he is. And it's been a spell since he's had an actual new interview, and we were blessed with a new interview from Vinny. Inside Hollywood with Vinny. Oh, please.
Was it new, though? I mean, I heard a lot of stories that I've heard before. I think he just gives the same interview every time he gets interviewed. But I haven't heard I only listened to the second or the third part. So right. I could be wrong. Maybe it was all new for the first two parts.
Because you're the newest person to the Frank Stallone experience. Yeah. Doug and I, and then my first host, Dom, when we first started it, here's the thing, Dom, my first host, he actually tapped out because of the repetitiveness of Frank. That it was so he was, but you, from the world that you come in the Dabbleverse, Andy, you're used to locals kind of repeating their stories and the journey. Like that's sort of the mantra of what makes them a locale.
Yeah, the greatest hits, Stuttering John's greatest hits. You know,
you're right. Seasoned, your Teflon ability to weather that kind of storm is there, and I've learned it by listening to those shows. And Doug, he's just a sucker for punishment anyways, and he's a fan of the DV as well. So that's how we met and got to know Andy. So we appreciate you coming on, Andy, and with your expertise. And here's the thing, so this podcast was called, or it is called, Inside Hollywood with Vinny. What was interesting is Vinny thought, maybe rightfully so, that he had such a big get in getting Frank Stallone as a guest that he broke up this one interview into 3 parts. It made our job easy because we got to divide up the workload in 3 parts, part 1, 2, and 3. For context, I have not seen part 2 and 3. Doug has not seen parts 1 and 3, and Andy hasn't seen parts 1 and 2. So we're all going to be reacting to each other's clips. Yeah. So we don't know what each other's going to say. We actually don't know what the other clips are yet as well. But Vinny was he waited 2 to 3 weeks between dropping the episodes, and it's interesting because his numbers went down each time. First episode, the one, so the first
diminishing returns.
Well, he knows how to keep the fans wanting more.
Well, here's what the number count was. So the first video was like 370 views today. Part 2 was 187. And part 3, which Andy's covered today, was 72.
Oh no.
So it's an interesting kind of visual experience to see how many people are waiting to hear each part of this. People couldn't even bother to listen to part 3 of Vinny's 3-part extravaganza of Frank Stallone.
People barely made it past part 1. Half the audience dropped off after the first part. Does he do some strange editing in your guys' clips?
So here's the thing about Vinny. Vinny is a serviceable, seems like a nice guy. He's from Philly. So his whole channel is basically, he's from South Philly. Everything seems to have a Philly connection, but the connection is from the South streets of Philly to the heart of Hollywood. He interviews directors, celebrities, blah, blah, blah. Now, I don't know if he really does do that, but he got Frank. And I think Frank might be one of his biggest celebrities that he's gotten on his channel.
Your buddy Joe Matarese would love this. There's a lot of Philly and South Jersey.
Yeah. Dude, We should reach out to Vinny to get Joe on the show. That'd be amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to take care of that. Thank you, Doug.
Can we cover that interview? Or do we give it to Carl?
No, it's ours. F Carl. This is our interview. This is my work. I'll say this as well, that I interviewed Joe Matarese long ago. Remember that?
Yeah, I remember. I remember well.
Okay, so I got the first part. Here we go. Part 1. It starts off right away with a bang.
All right, welcome back to another episode of Inside Hollywood with Vinny. Today, we talk a lot on this show about the grind and what it really takes to kind of build something from nothing.
On the podcast, they talk about the grind from going from nothing to something. Frank's grind was waiting for Sly to get success.
And today, our guest is just that guy. He embodies that old school hustle. You know his voice from some of the most iconic movie soundtracks.
What does Vinny say next? What's the iconic movie soundtracks?
Oh, I mean,
Rocky.
His Grammy-nominated hit "Far From Over," which
what? Oh, yeah, okay.
Staying Alive.
Yeah.
That's his only credit, except for Take You Back by in the Rocky movie.
Did you ever know what it actually peaked at? The way Frank talks about it? Now, the way
I'm
Frank
nominated, so it must be number 1.
No. Number 10.
Yeah.
I'm surprised it got that high.
Yeah.
I just listened to the other day.
Oh, Vinny. I love how you just listened to the other day. Oh, yeah, that song. Okay. he prepped for the interview. And speaking of Doug, you asked, was there anything weird about the editing of this show? Yes. To Vinny's credit, now here's the thing. So it did, I think if you were to listen to this audio only, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. Mm-hmm. But yes, there is. Look, I edit our videos too that we do together after it goes live. I do edit and then do a polished version of, the mistakes we make or whatever it is, or, the ums and the ahs. But we know that Frank talks terribly. So to Vinny's credit, he shortened the pauses, the sneezes, the coughing. Vinny only left in one cough for me. So I know he edited all that stuff out. So I guess good job, Vinny, because it makes our job not as fun, but a little bit easier.
I didn't clip it, but in my block, he says, well, Frank is talking about like how much gratitude he has in life. And he says, I have my health other than the stupid cough. And I didn't hear him cough once during my block because I was like, he's editing all the coughs out.
Vinny edited it out. So good job, Vinny.
His face from classic films like Tombstone and Barfly. He's a world-class
classic films like Tombstone and Barfly.
He starred.
The oldie films.
Musician, actor with serious grit and passion. He's a Philly guy. Welcome to the show, legendary Frank Stallone. Frank, welcome to the show.
Hey, hi Vince. How you doing?
Great. It's great to have you.
So there you go. There's Vince. That one quick edit there.
Mm-hmm. And I want to give a little shout out to our mutual friend, Joe Cortese, for the connecting of the dots, as they say in the business.
I want to reach out to that guy to see if he represents Joe Matarese. That's what we should do.
Yeah. We get to the third act of this interview, and you're going to realize that Vinny has had every single job you could possibly have. So I don't think he knows what they say in Hollywood. He hasn't been in it long enough. I don't know what he's doing now that qualifies him to conduct this interview, but
no, it's not the interview. He runs a podcast called Inside Hollywood. He is Inside Hollywood at Philly's location. Don't you dare question his credentials.
It sounds like it's a Planet Hollywood. Like he manages Planet Hollywood is my understanding. But
does he actually?
We'll see when we get to my part of the interview. So.
Okay.
Right.
I'll stop interrupting.
I mean, the closest I've been to Philadelphia is 2 years ago.
Okay, so right away, Frank, this wasn't an edit that I did. Now, I did edit my clip package together, but this is still my first clip, okay? He just started to say right away a question that was asked maybe by Vinny. He just starts talking about Philly, the closest he's been to. It was a weird edit, and I was kind of confused what Frank was speaking to.
Maybe 2 years ago.
But now he's going to talk about Atlantic City. This is key. He's going to talk about how in Atlantic City, he sold out in Atlantic City.
Played the Hard Rock in Atlantic City. We sold it out. It was John Cafferty and Beaver Brown.
So he had a co-headlining event with John Cafferty. The reason why they sold out, this was his last gig, big gig, by the way, was this Atlantic City show. It was in 2022. And the reason why it even happened was because it was the first season of that reality show with Sylvester Stallone and his family. And they wanted to get footage of Frank Stallone on stage. And his brother was there introducing Frank to the crowd. Thus, it was sold out.
When he says we sold it out, he means him and Sly, not him and his band.
Yeah.
And myself headlining. It was great to see a lot of people. You know, I hadn't played in that era. The last time I think I played Philadelphia was 1984.
Okay, so now he talks about his second big gig that he always talks about. Doug's heard this before. Maybe you haven't, Andy, or some of your listeners. 2022 was in Atlantic City because of Sly's introduction of Frank. And then he also played another free event, the July 4th, 1985-84, free on the Philadelphia Stairs, July 4th celebration. He talks about like he was headlining Woodstock, essentially.
Yeah.
But he was a size stage performer. Like, I think either the Bee Gees or the Eagles or or Grateful Dead or some big band played there, but of course they all came here to see Frank.
When they used to have the concert, the 4th of July concert on the steps, it was the Beach Boys, myself, Katrina and the Waves. I mean, it was really fun. I mean, we did Take You Back from Rocky, Far From Over.
What else would you do?
That's his set list.
Really? You did those two songs? That's amazing.
And the crowd was a huge crowd then. I don't know what's going on with it now, but.
Okay, that was a weird comment too. I don't know what's going on with it now. The crowds or the event in Philly on July 4th? Yeah.
Yeah, it's all the people that are wrong, not Frank. You know, everybody else has changed because they don't enjoy his music anymore.
Yeah, I always wanted to come back. It was just really fun to play there.
So, Frank, tell us how it all got started. Tell us a little bit about yourself, how you found your love for music.
Well,
okay, Doug, trivia. Do you remember how Frank got started in his music? Do you recall? He's shared the story 20 times.
He was 16 years old.
Oh, come on. Earlier than that.
Singing for the family. He was 6 years old.
I almost fired you from the show. How dare you forget how dare you forget?
I was thinking when he went pro.
Okay, that's a fair question. He went pro at 16, but when did he find out that he was a singer? That's right.
And, you know, no one spoke English. I mean, you know, all my aunts and uncles, when they get together, they're all from the old country. But, you know, I just started singing. I just opened my mouth, started singing, and then, you know, I was getting applause from all the relatives. Listen to Frank sing. And, of course, imitating people when I was a kid.
All right. So there you go. That's his origin story, Andy. Have you heard that one yet about how...
No, well, I think so, but I just love when all these Chenzos refer to the old country, like Italy isn't still a country. It's still there. Just because you're not there anymore doesn't mean that it's... I mean, yeah, America's newer than Italy, so it is the older country, but... people that make Italians that make Italy their personality are so annoying to me.
Just gonna say that they make that their identity. And it's annoying because they, you know, you speak perfect English until they say the word mozzarella, and then it's mozzarella.
Got a great comment here from Las Vegas Ginger. I love to speak to it. She says, "I saw Frank play live in LA with his band. He's excellent on stage. Very talented man. Watch the documentary Stallone, Frank, that is. It's awesome." Well, a couple things here, Vegas Ginger. Yeah, we love Frank, and I suspect his band and him on stage is a very tight experience. He's been doing it for, what, Doug, since he was 16, right? So he's been doing it for a long time. Yeah. Professionally, since he was 16. And not only have I seen the documentary Stallone, Frank, that is, but I had an interview with the director of said documentary, Derek Wayne Johnson, who had some interesting things to say about Frank behind the scenes, which
Frank is a better guitar player and singer than I am, so I don't want to take that away from the guy. Right, the guy. He
of course, he can sing.
He can sing. I think his own inflated sense of self is what we have some joy in picking apart.
Oh yeah, that's what makes these guys entertaining, is the delusion that they're more important than they actually are. Yeah. Speaking of which. He's talking about, you know, being a kid singing in front of his relatives that can't speak English. And then he says that, I got applause. Like my 3-year-old daughter will babble through Let It Go from fucking Frozen. And yeah, we clap when she's done. That doesn't mean she's a gifted singer.
She's gonna be the new Taylor Swift. You wait and see, man. You're gonna eat these words, right? Ginger said that Frank's ego is inflated because of our great comments. Yeah, absolutely. We love Frank. We wish him all the best. And look at that. You got a nice super chat there, Andy. That's very kind of you.
Donna G. Donna G's my sugar mama.
Oh,
Hi,
wow.
Donna G.
You're very lucky. I wonder what it's like to have viewers. Okay. All right.
You'll never know.
In the 60s, you couldn't, on a Saturday, you couldn't move on that street.
Okay, so he's talking about a very busy street in Philly. He subtly makes a comment here. I wonder if you can catch what he's referring to, Doug and Andy. We've talked about it before with Frank. So this was back in the 60s and 70s, maybe even the 80s, about the streets and what they were like, even though they were busy.
All the head shops and Ward's Follies, all these like interesting places. It was just all like kids, probably from 16, 15 up to like, early 20s. And it was so cool. I mean, it was very peaceful.
Very peaceful. Any reason why it would be very peaceful back, despite the age group, despite the largest of the crowds back in the day? Anything he's referring to? Any guesses?
Demographic, pre-gentrification,
the drugs.
He misses the white time. He misses the whitey time. That's what
white days.
He misses
whether
the good old white
Philly
days.
or whether it's LA, the yesteryear was the best year.
A lot of good-looking chicks, as a young guy, and then you're playing at these clubs. I just, I get up very early in the morning, which I usually do when we were doing Rocky Balboa.
So he's talking about his time in 2008, Andy. Doug knows this, of course, but that's when 2006 when Rocky Balboa was released. It was filmed at 05 or whatever. Of course, Frank is on the set milling around, seeing what he can do with his brother. During this time, he had a handy cam. He was filming the locations of the things. There's that very famous scene. Even during the filming of the Rocky film, he still has to make it about him.
And I just walk around a camera, like just kind of videoing, like, well, this was here. And in that famous scene, when my brother says to his son, he's talking to his son, it doesn't matter how hard you get hit, which is a famous scene. I swear to you, there's a staircase there, like a stone staircase going up to, like, I guess it was a townhouse or something like that. Absolutely, the staircase, right next to the staircase, maybe 3 feet away, there was these steps going down, and that was a club I played called the Magic Theater.
He's talking about one of the most iconic quoted scenes in the Rocky franchise. It's not about how hard you hit, it's about how hard you can get hit. Keep moving forward. That big moment that everyone quotes, and everyone he plays like, I played at a club right below. Where
guys, in the movie King Kong, where the ape climbs the Empire State Building. I've been on that Empire State Building before.
Shut up.
So it's all about me.
You have been on that one?
Yeah.
I'm never going to watch that scene again the same way, knowing that Eddie's been there.
Can I shake your hand?
Maybe.
So he actually went to where the club used to be, and it ended up being like, it's like a printing press, but he knocked on the door of this printing press or whatever paper company saying, I'm Frank Stallone, I used to sing here.
Knocked on the door one day, I think we started in the afternoon, and I said, I'm Frank Stallone, we're shooting this, but this used to be a great club. All the groups played there, everyone. And he goes, really? I said, yeah, it was called the Magic Theater. Then it was called the Artist Hut. And I said, he goes, it was like a printing place. It had no remnants of a club, but it was like the Beatles, like the Cavern. It was like,
he just equated his club singing at this location in the Rocky film the same as the famous Beatles location of the Cave or whatever that place was, their first performance.
Yeah.
Yeah. How does one even connect with the other?
That was his metaphor.
Yeah. If I had gone on to be mega famous like John Lennon, then people would think of this place the way they think of the Cave in Liverpool or whatever.
Yeah, it's not even.
I didn't, but if I had, you can imagine it would be significant.
Even Vinny is like, I don't know about that.
It's a bit of a reach, Frank, but okay.
Really cool. And it was so weird. I said, Sly, it's so funny. You're shooting this scene, and it's like a foot away down the stairs from this club.
And Sly's like, thanks. I got to literally make this next shot here. Can you move out of the way, please?
Fascinating story, Frank. Fascinating.
It's amazing too. That was a new one. We've never heard that one before.
Video from the 1973, which is interesting, and it shows the Italian market. You had.
But now they're talking about the good old days again in the 70s and 80s in Philly and what it was like back then. Have you ever heard of the mayor, Frank Rizzo, from Philly?
No.
Okay. We're going to learn about him.
Isn't that a Jerky Boys character?
It might be. It might be. Maybe that's where they got the name from.
You know, it's really sad when you think about Frank Rizzo. I mean, he rose up as a motor.
So there's Frank Rizzo with his brother Sylvester. And I'll give Vinny credit. He gets these little pictures and, he does some editing here. And maybe that's why he took so long between parts, because he wanted to get a good product out there.
Just like a cop, commissioner, then became mayor. And he was a great mayor because he was like Giuliani. He didn't take any guff. The police were totally protected and he let them do their job. And now, they take a statue down. Where did that come from? Like he was the bad guy.
So Frank asked the question, why would they take a statue down? Here's some things on Frank Rizzo's resume. Police brutality. Officers shot civilians at the rate of 1 per week. Black Panther raid. He ordered a raid. Suspects were stripped naked for the media. Housing discrimination. He blocked public housing in white neighborhoods.
Wait, what year are we talking?
70s.
70s?
Yeah. Anti-integration, opposed school busing and disintegration efforts.
Mm-hmm.
His mantra was vote white. Told supporters to vote white in 1978. Corruption. He ran secret police spy rings on political enemies. Inflammatory rhetoric. He says, make Attila the Hun look like a F. I can't say that word.
We know. F slur.
F slur. This is the man that Frank is confused why his statue might have been taken down. You can have your feelings on it.
They took it down so they could put it up in Lubbock, Texas. They wanted it somewhere else.
You could disagree with it. You can disagree and say Frank is spot on with all of his mantras, right? But you shouldn't be confused by it. That's not all. There was another statue taken down. Let's check this one out.
The Rizzo statue down to me was really kind of disrespectful.
Yeah, that was very disrespectful. I mean, Frank deserved better. He deserved better. His legacy.
But then you take Kate Smith's statue down.
So, have you heard of Kate Smith? Are you familiar with her statue and her issues?
Sorry, I don't know all of Frank's racist heroes.
It's been recent. Kate Smith's controversy is recent.
Okay.
But then you take Kate Smith's statue down. I mean, it wasn't for her. Look at her with the flyers and everything. She was an old lady.
She was an old lady. What are you doing to poor Kate Smith? She was an old lady. I agree. Even racist people do grow old.
Yeah. Some say they're the most racist.
But they said she sang a song that was kind of racy.
It was kind of racy. Let's see. Well, we're going to take a listen.
Racy or racist?
Well, it wasn't sexy.
In the 20s.
Oh, then it's okay. Okay.
Here's this old lady. You take her statue down.
Here's an old lady. You take her statue down. It's kind of hard to hear the lyrics, but tell me if you can pick them out.
Someone had picked cotton. Someone had a plant a corn. Someone had a slave and be able to sing. That's why donkeys were born.
It's a beautiful song that just tells you the history of why they were born. They were literally born to be slaves. That's what the song's about.
Someone has to pick the cotton.
It's honoring them.
That wasn't the only one that she sang. She sang a few. She had a Mammy doll endorsement. She lent her image to a 1939 ad for a Mammy doll based on a racist caricature. But she did sing God Bless America, so all is forgiven. Okay,
Here's a fun fact about Kate Smith. You know the phrase, it's not over till the fat lady sings? Kate Smith is the fat lady.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Fact. They made that saying based on her.
To get back at her for all her racist diatribes.
This is very kind of you, Las Vegas Ginger. Great take, guys. Rizzo coined the phrase crumb bum creep. Oh, okay. He did, eh? Oh, you're crumb bum. We get that from the Rocky films, from Paulie. Hey, you crumb bum.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I remember as a kid going with my parents to a club called Palumbo's.
Little quick anecdote here. Frank's just saying, hey, I used to go to this club. And this is Frank, who, as we can imagine, does not have conversations with people. He just talks to you. So Vinny's about to share kind of a cool personal anecdote, and this is how Frank replies to it.
Yeah, I worked there. It was my first job.
Palumbo's, and the CR Club was next to it. And I remember my stepfather.
Poor Vinny drinks water. I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
No, I shouldn't have had this crumb bum on my podcast. Like, if someone says that to you, especially like, oh, that's cool. That's your first place. That's cool. What was it like there? I would ask that right away. What did you do there? What did you do? Sweep the floor? Did you move up? That's kind of a cool story that you worked there. Maybe you worked there when I was there. Nothing.
Not even an acknowledgement. Not even like a, oh yeah, barreled right through it.
And poor Vinny's got to take a drink of water. Like, oh, I got to do 3 parts of this shit.
A few years ago,
okay,
maybe 3-4 years ago, I'm performing at Mar-a-Lago, and we're doing this thing, and Bobby Rydell is there. And Bobby and I were friends. And there's a video, if you go on YouTube, you'll see we're at a friend of ours, Keith Frankel's house, big mansion, in Palm Beach. And Bobby Rydell and I, it's like a giant garden party. Someone gives us a microphone that has a speaker.
Nobody gave you the microphone. You snatched it. Or you brought it.
He storms the stage with his own microphone.
Of course, somebody gives Frank a microphone. You're a singer, right, Frank?
Yeah.
And we sing along karaoke to Mac the Knife. And my brother says, look at these.
Now, I love this. So we get the stamp of approval from Sly. Sly is odd. He's an odd guy. I love him, but he's odd. His love-hate relationship with Frank, I think it's the same as ours, quite frankly. But Sly actually put this video on his own personal TikTok. My brother's a pretty good singer. Here is what Frank says Sly said about their singing. Here it is.
These guys, no production, just a lawn and a microphone. He goes, you guys sound better than all these guys. I said, we're singing to karaoke.
So he's saying that Frank told him that he sounds better than Bobby Darin, who sang it back in the day.
You know how in all the Stuttering John crap that you guys cover, it's like Howard Stern is Stuttering John's daddy. Like, he's always looking for his approval. His whole career, always looking for Howard Stern's approval. That's what Sly is to Frank. Sly is Frank's daddy, always looking for his approval. Never forgets a compliment that Sly paid him.
That's right. Never forgets a compliment. That's right. Good call.
Where's old Maggie? Sonny never trace her in on that sidewalk hump. Sunny morning, lies a body just oozing a life. Can someone sneaking around the corner?
Bobby Darin is rolling in his grave right now.
Who was singing with him there?
That was the other guy, Bobby
Rydell.
Thank you.
It looked like he was snapping out of time a little bit.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he was snapping on the 1 and 3 like a fucking honky.
How dare you, Doug? If you're going to insult Frank's musical abilities, I might have to boot you off the show.
Documentary on Amazon called Stallone, Frank, that is.
Okay, so here he is plugging. So there you go, Vegas Lips. What's your name again? Sorry, Vegas Ginger. Sorry, Ginger Lips. So here's Frank plugging the very thing that you plugged. He plugs it. He talks about that we won. We, not Derek Wayne Johnson. He refuses. By the way, he refuses to name the director of the film, editor of the film, Derek Wayne Johnson. Okay, all Frank did was exist, and Derek did all the work filming this guy. Here we go with what we won.
And we won like 6 best documentary awards.
You did, Frank? You won that? Good job. Well, how much did you edit? How much did you film? What kind of equipment did you use? But to be fair, yes, it won some awards, but it just gave me a kick when he says we won, like he did anything. He refused to promote Derek, and Derek's an incredible filmmaker. That's why it bugs me.
But everyone's in this thing. Frankie Avalon.
Drop.
My brother.
Drop.
Arnold.
Drop.
Danny Aiello.
Drop.
John Oates from Hall & Oates.
Drop.
We were in a band together. About 40 people. Everyone.
Anybody you could think of. It was like
Nicely done.
Thank you. That was thank you. That was who was in his film. I love that. He name drops so much, but that was his who was in that film. So Arnold Schwarzenegger was in it, my brother, of course, the usual people that hang out with Frank Stallone in his life.
it was the We Are the World of movies.
He had the it factor, like Sinatra had the it.
Okay, so he's talking about the it factor. He's talking about Elvis, sorry, and then he says Frank had it as well. And he says a very telling thing here about stars. It's very simple and quick. And you tell me if Frank falls into this category.
Factor. Elvis had, Michael Jackson had it. It's nothing you can process. It's just you either have it or you don't.
There you go. You either have it or you don't.
I was hoping he was going to say, I have it.
He didn't. He didn't. He mentioned Michael Jackson.
I'm just like Michael Jackson is what I heard.
Yeah. I mean, he put himself in the same camp as the Beatles. Why not?
Tom Bell was one of the greatest producers.
Okay.
All the stylists.
Here, he just talks about his time in the music studio. And he talks about the instrument, the sitar. You've heard of the sitar. I'm sure, Andy, you're very familiar with that, being a musician yourself.
Or the sitar, yeah.
Oh, that too as well. I didn't realize he was so good at the sitar that I actually found one of his lost tracks. We'll hear that after, but here's the story.
Harold Melvin, Delphonics, built everybody. And he said, really? Yeah, I want to hear that sitar.
Okay, so here it is. So here we go. Here's a long lost track. I don't think it's been officially released, but here's Frank Stallone. He's not singing on this track. He's just playing the sitar. It's a quick song, but he plays the sitar in this. Tell me what you think of his playing ability. So what do you think of that?
I thought you were going to tell me that he was just hitting it like a drum, that the percussion was him playing the sitar, but you made it extra special. That was fantastic.
Okay. I've taken too much time. That's the last one. I don't think we'll end on a high note. So there you go. Frank Stallone on the sitar. I've never heard him play it before, so good job.
Oh, man. You really brought the production this week.
I try. I'm not as good as Andy and these other TV shows. I'm trying to up my game. These guys are making me better. They're trying. I appreciate it. Okay. Now we got to do Doug.
Yeah, so we start off pretty hot. And he's talking about all the musicians that turned down.
They didn't want to do it.
Sorry, turn down what?
Alive.
That's what I ended mine on. That's right, because it was a cliffhanger. Sorry, mine ended on the cliffhanger. Long story short, he wrote songs. That's right, he wrote songs for Staying Alive. They didn't want him, and Bee Gees dropped out. The studio got desperate, and Sly said, and it ended like on a cliffhanger. So you picked up on the cliffhanger.
So my brother calls me up, and I knew by tone of his voice he wanted something. Hey,
I knew that he was desperate beyond measure.
Hey, brother, how are you? I said, well, not doing that good. I mean, I'm always. He goes, remember all the songs you wrote? I go, yes, I do remember them. You rejected every one. He goes, yeah, but we got a problem with the Bee Gees and blah, blah. I said, so he said, yeah, why don't you come around? So this is what happened. I'll never forget it. Everyone was kind of depressed and panicked because, they got millions of dollars invested in this movie and they have no music and they're ready to shoot. So he goes, listen, I'm going to have lunch at Travolta's. I want you to come along. Bring that cassette, but don't say anything. Don't say it's you or anything like this. So we're sitting there. Travolta's here. My brother's here and I'm in the middle. And it's now when I think back, it's kind of comical. It's like Barbarino.
I think that first clip might have been a little, more lame than I thought it was, but this goes right into this one because he does some good impressions here.
What's funny is it's not the flex Frank makes it out to be. They're desperate. They don't have music.
Yeah.
This movie is in development, it's in production. It's going to be released. It's a literal movie about music and we don't have any. Give us anything you have. It's like basically we have a picnic or we have a wedding, but we didn't hire a caterer. Whatever you have in your cupboards, folks, bring it. We got to feed people.
We're desperate.
It's not the flex he thinks it is. They also asked Hall & Oates, they asked the Bee Gees and some others. He was literally the last desperate choice. And he talks about like this. It was a gift for him. And in my clip as well, he even said to Sly, "Hey, that first movie, millions and millions of copies. If you could just put one of my songs in for 20 seconds," he thought that 20-second royalty would give him millions.
Sly got like very desperate that he knew that Frank would jump at the chance. He turned down all of his songs. He played like a bunch of songs for him. And Sly was like, "No, not what we're looking for. Not what we're looking for." Then when he got desperate, he went to Frank knowing that Frank would never say no to this. But yeah, because he's sitting in a room with Sly and with John Travolta.
From Welcome Back, Kotter meets Rocky. And they're talking, "Yeah, you know how I feel." Yeah. So Travolta's going back and forth.
Wait, was that John Travolta? Was that John Travolta? Or was that Joe Pesci? Man, like a clown. I make you laugh like a clown.
You got to put in that quote from Goodfellas. He does these impressions. You swear it's the real people.
Yeah. Hey, it's me, John Travolta.
Hey. That's
a
great
take two with that one, Frank.
No wonder Quentin Tarantino hired him for Pulp Fiction.
You ever get a Royale with cheese?
No, stop.
Well, make a long story short, I ended up with like 9 songs and sang live. Me singing them, me performing them. And the next year I'm nominated for a Golden Globe and a Grammy. I mean, it's almost like a Rocky story in a way, like, from nowhere.
Came out of nowhere and you went nowhere.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the same. If Rocky's brother swooped in and handed him the boxing title, then it would be the same thing.
Or one best song, like Rocky won Best Picture, but yours didn't win.
Mm-hmm. We're talking Academy Awards.
Oh, nice. Oh, we got a classic. Okay, I got to screenshot that. Just give me a second here.
A nose wipe?
Yeah, that's for the thumbnail. Classic Frank. Okay.
Should we all like wipe our noses too? Like,
yeah,
for the thumbnail.
Doug, there you go. Oh my gosh.
So my brother gets on the phone and goes, "Brother," I go, "Yeah." I figured, what happened? Someone died? He goes, "You didn't get nominated." "What do you mean I didn't get nominated? It's the #1 record. There's only 5 songs. He goes, "Well, they took my song out and put another song in from Yentl, which is more obscure." I think Yentl went to like 95 with an anchor. I said, "They took my song out and put another Barbra Streisand song in?"
Frank, it's Barbra Streisand.
You know how those people that run Hollywood just put more Yentl songs in there.
There might be a little bit of that at play as well. I'm not going to lie.
Do you think that it's at all possible that, Frank, I'm talking to you, Frank, that your song just wasn't that good? It wasn't Academy Award worthy?
How dare you?
Now we're going to go for about a minute. This entire clip is filled with gold.
Okay, strap in, folks.
There's some advice that maybe he should take himself.
Oh, that's weird. That's weird when people who offer a lot of advice don't take their own. It's odd when that happens. Have you ever seen that? Have you seen that before, Andy? Any of the people you cover on your podcast?
Never. Not once.
People seem to have all the answers, but their life is shit. It's weird.
There's a lot of things that Frank says in this a minute-long clip that
should I take notes?
Maybe,
okay.
Yeah.
Inside deal.
I know, and I tell, I do these, not seminars, but, sometimes online, acting classes, music, and kind of mentor. And I just
where are these held?
Acting classes.
I got to take this class. How much do they cost? We'll take it out of our Frank Stallone patron fund.
Yeah. You want to go in this line of work, you better have a thick skin. I started at 15.
That's a good thing he's never offended by our show. That's a good thing.
Thick skin, right? Yeah. You just roll with the punches, right, Frank?
Yeah, that's what I heard with our show. He does that for sure.
I didn't have my first hit record till I was 33. That's a long time. It's 18 years of playing dives and dumps, getting no respect, getting dropped from record deals.
But what does that tell you? If you're doing this for 18 years, you're not being signed, the crowd doesn't grow, maybe, or you do it for the love of it. That's fine too. But he talks like more should have been given to him. It was always there, but he was never discovered. Mm-hmm. His brother got discovered. Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. Like he, again, fails to realize that kind of a reason why he got discovered the way he did.
It's amazing that it's like not enough white privilege. I have all the white privilege, but it still wasn't good enough.
I said, but if you don't have a thick skin, the chances of you making it are like slim and none.
Especially when you don't have a famous brother who wins the best picture. that really lowers the odds.
There's 2% of the people in Screen Actors Guild work, even as an extra work. Forget starring in a movie. So, and I tell people,
that can't be a real stat. 98% of SAG doesn't work. Why are they paying into it then?
I'm seeing Las Vegas Ginger in the chat saying that Frank is appearing at Paisan Con in New Jersey, Doug.
What?
September 18th and 20th, Hotel Woodbridge. I'm coming to Jersey for this.
You gotta be shitting me. Look at this, Doug. Thanks, Las Vegas Ginger.
Holy, yeah, come meet us there.
Man, you got like a Frank Stallone table.
Doug,
look at this, Doug.
Breaking news. I'm coming to Jersey.
Is that for real?
That's for real.
In Woodbridge? Yes.
I'm coming. We're doing it.
Paisan Con?
Right.
No friggin' way. That is amazing. Yes. Paisan Con.
You guys better go. So what is that? What is a Paisan Con? Is that Italian?
Paisan. That's like an Italian word for friend. Hey, you're my paisan.
Okay. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what? I mean it. I know it sounds weird. Don't quit your day job. Because if you think you're going to come to this town and you're going to light it on fire, you are sadly mistaken.
I'm sorry, guys.
What?
Paisan Con includes a Q&A panel.
My God.
We can ask Frank questions.
Oh. Frank, would you be famous without your brother?
Who's your brother again? Remind me.
Actually, no. Ask him the biggest question. Who are you? Who is this guy?
Who is this guy?
Would you come on our podcast?
We told him we'll stop this podcast the moment we get to interview him. And a real interview. Not a fake one, Frank. A real one.
It doesn't work that way.
Oh, sorry.
It's luck, it's timing, who you know, the right place at the.
That's basically all the platitudes that he throws out. It's who you know. It's not what you know. It's the right place at the right time. All of the stuff that gave him a career or that made him what he is. Sly's celebrity casts a big shadow.
Whoa, okay.
Then I learned. I said my brother's celebrity cast a big shadow, and the only reason, and I thought my music was really good. The only reason I was really on those shows was because of, Rocky. Because they didn't really...
Whoa.
A little self-awareness. Clarity, yeah.
Wow. All right. Now, he did say, but you heard what he threw in there just before that, right? Very subtly or very quickly. My music was really good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to make it clear that my music was good. However...
It's his disclaimer.
Yes. Yeah.
All they did was talk about Rocky. What's it like being Rocky's brother? Would you do this? And then right after Rocky had its run, everything got dropped from the label.
Yeah, okay, Vinny, your editing is a little bit. It's like he must be editing every kind of like it's like.
Yeah, he's using Opus Clips, that fucking shitty AI that cuts out all of the dead air.
Oh, right. So it does have the human touch that I do after we go live, Andy.
Right.
I don't know if you ever watched my post edits after these shows. It's cleaned up a little bit.
The group broke up and everything. And then I just said, okay, this is where it's at. I'm not going to eclipse his career, even though we both kind of made it at the same time. I don't care.
Whoa! We both made it at the same time.
I made it when he made it, is what he means.
Like there's no cause and effect relationship there.
Correlation only.
Yeah. Yeah.
We both made it big at the same time. The audacity, Frank, you had such a moment of clarity just for a second there, then you went back to,
But these are the reasons why we love Frank, is for comments like that.
Who it is. You could have been the Rolling Stones. If your brother was like Sylvester, you're still going to get it.
No. If Mick Jagger and Stallone were both related, they'd be the Stones and Sly. Like it'd be like, oh, that's kind of cool that your brother's Sly, but Mick Jagger would be Jagger. You know what I mean? Like, that's not a comparable comparison. There's a lot of famous brothers out there or siblings out there. They're very independent of each other. Of their own successes, or so that's not true. Mick Jagger would still be Mick Jagger, and Sly would be. It would just be like, what? Really, Sly? That's weird that you guys related.
Just a avalanche. It was just some perfect storm, And then at the point I said, well, I was never mad at him. I was never like envious or jealous. I just wanted to do what I did. So from that point on, I said, you know what? I'm proud of my brother. I'm proud of what we've done together.
You better be for the monthly allowances that you get. You know?
Yeah.
And then when that ended, then I started getting movie parts. I was always a ham anyway.
He got all those movie parts all on his own.
Yeah, yours had production in it. Mine has zero production value. Vinny ran out of ambition with the third part because there's no images mapped onto.
Oh, really? He gave up?
No.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, I feel bad for Vinny. He seems like a sweet guy. So he because the part one, he went all out with. Did you get pictures on yours, Doug?
No.
He stopped doing it. He realized the numbers weren't there. He wasn't going to bother. But maybe he should have, because by part 3, people were like, "Hey, where's the fuck's the pictures, man?" Then only 70 people showed up for part 3.
Midwest or wherever. So it was like swingers. Hey, man, look at that girl. And everyone wanted to be an actress. The girls, I'm a model, actress, whatever. And I said, well, the whatever is what's scary. Model, actress, but the whatever is kind of like a gray area here.
Like he's talking about being in LA and meeting all these Midwestern girls that would come over and, you know, try to make it big. And he's like, oh, I'm trying to be an actress or whatever. It's the whatever that's scary. Like
the Frank Stallone casting couch has been set up.
Yeah, maybe you should have went after some of the whatevers.
Yeah, you should have become a producer.
This one's for Andy. He's really undersells how difficult blues guitar is.
Oh,
they were real blues guys. We just imitate it, you know, because we like it. No, I like playing blues guitar because I have ADD and PTSD, so I can't.
Whoa, from what? Watching Rambo?
I don't think he knows what those words mean.
Oh yeah. Okay.
He has ADD and PTSD, and YMCA was where he got his showers.
Remember shit. So if blues is great, I just make up stuff as I go along. In other words, I can't play anything really structured.
Oh, it sounds like Andy's playing. That's true.
Yeah. Blues is just easy. You just make it up.
Just make it up. I thought it was jazz that you make it up as you go.
He says, like, I have ADD. I can't play anything structured. And then he's talking about only playing 12-bar blues, the most repetitive genre of music that's the most structured.
You don't just make it up as you go along.
No, that's the thing. That's why it's universal, because everybody can jump in and like do their own thing, and everybody knows where it's going. So
that's like in Back to the Future.
Structured.
In Back to the Future, when he jumps in with that band and just tells them like, this is a blues riff, just follow me,
right.
And you know. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. A lot of song structures. It's like chords, like the 1-4-5 chord structure. It's a language that musicians know, and 12-bar blues is the most known. It's
Frank obviously doesn't know it.
Yeah, right. He doesn't know what the fuck he's talking about. I mean, it wouldn't be Frank Stallone if we weren't talking about how he had to claw and scrap and grind to get to where he is. And he had nobody's help. It was all elbow grease from
That's
Frank.
why Vinny does the show. Remember, he does the show talking about the grind. That's what the show's about.
Right.
Is gone, because now all these guys sit home with their computer and Pro Tools and make a record.
That's true.
You know, you just steal a rhythm and play a record. These guys were guys that, you know, played on the road. I was friends with Frankie Lane, Tony Bennett. Jerry Vale used to go to Cafe Roma every Saturday with his wife. Al Martino I did a gig with. You know, stuff like that. But you'll never see that again. It's like blues guys. You'll never see guys like Muddy Waters and Howlin' Wolf and B.B. King and Freddie. It's gone.
They just don't have guys like that anymore. Guys like Gary Clark Jr. or Chris Stone, Kingfish, Ingram. Like a 22-year-old blues prodigy from Mississippi doesn't exist. It might as well not exist because Frank's never heard of him.
It shows up in your clip. It showed up in Doug's as well, but I only did mine, my part 1. I did some math for how many name drops he does in that 30-minute clip that I had.
Yeah.
Okay. So Frank name drops in my part 1 only 70 to 80 unique artists, celebrities, and businesses across my part 1.
Yeah.
That's 8 to 12% of his spoken words, like 12% of what he's saying is naming things.
Yeah.
Celebrities, businesses.
That's ridiculous.
At this stage he's just naming shit that he's heard of, though. These aren't people that he's worked with. He's just like, oh yeah, remember Muddy Waters and BB King? Yeah, we all do, but that doesn't qualify as name dropping, I guess.
So
but he's still throwing himself in there with him.
John says, "How am I here? I don't know. If your algorithm brought you here, I'm sorry." And he also asks, "Is this live?" No, this is pre-recorded. And
not only is the blues dead, but hard rock is also dead. Because all of the bands that Frank used to listen to are broken up now. So hard rock doesn't exist. It might as well not exist because he's never heard of Mastodon or Clutch.
Who do you have out there that's like really ballsy, like Led Zeppelin or the Who or the Kinks or the Stones? I think, the last of that hard rock was probably the Allman Brothers. Tom Petty.
Hard rock.
Holy smokes, Allman Brothers. Well, yeah, that was it. Rock and roll, hard rock ended with the Allman Brothers.
Yeah.
It died with Dwayne Allman. Okay.
And sitcoms died with the Jeffersons. Like, what are you doing, Frank?
The honeymooners.
Just because your scope of knowledge ended in 1976 doesn't mean everybody's has.
Exactly.
He didn't watch the Jeffersons.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because he couldn't name one band that is popular in 2026. So that means hard rock is dead. Yeah. Old man. Old man mentality.
That is old man syndrome.
But he should know better, though. He should just know, logically, you should just know better. Like, I get it. You don't have to like it. But to say that it doesn't exist, the kids aren't going to shows to this day, mosh pitting and having fun. To this day, thousands and thousands of people, like, Metallica, have you ever heard of it? They're still selling out stadiums.
When we were watching part 1 and I was saying that Vinny is a loser that can't hold a job and manages a Planet Hollywood, it was because of this clip.
You're right, John. Hard rock's not really played on the radio, but again, it just depends what you call the radio. Everyone streams now on their phones. They just put the hard rock playlist. It's like the radio's sort of dead anyways. That's my end.
But if you put hard rock into Spotify, a bunch of bands will come up.
Oh, yeah, of course. And also...
not just the Allman Brothers.
No, not just the Allman. John also wants to know, Doug, when are you going to roid rage? Apparently you use steroids.
Say something else about hard rock.
Oh, easy. Easy.
Yeah.
And by the way, Doug's a cop, so you better not roid rage on anybody.
I can't. I'm not allowed to do steroids.
I want to see the cop cam footage. Do you have any cop cam footage we can watch?
Of my cop cam footage?
Anything fun to watch?
Oh, that would be funny. I want to see
that would be
a day in the life of Doug. Just riding around, singing along to the radio and
you
shit.
would be so bored.
Yeah. Are you eating donuts? You get it?
Well, they started putting dash cams in all of the tractor trailers when I was still truck driving.
Oh.
Everybody was getting upset about it, and I said, "You're not going to see much more than me picking my nose and singing off key. It's going to be embarrassing for you to watch." So. But it did suck. I hate that shit.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, your setup was again for this one?
Oh, yeah. So this is Vinny. Vinny's a loser.
What? How dare he?
To Plumbos. Yeah. And then, all those great restaurants like Bookbinders.
Yeah. I worked there.
Did you really? You were
I worked at all the neighborhood places. I worked at Palumbo.
Oh, he mentioned that he did respond to this one. Remember in my clip, he didn't respond to where he worked. So to Frank's credit, he tagged that you worked.
It's easier for him to say the places he didn't work.
It was Dante and Luigi's, Ralph's. I worked at all those places. And then I worked at Bookbinders, Four Seasons, the Ritz-Carlton. I worked at,
Yeah, Vinny, can you hold a job?
Keep getting fired? Yeah.
I was going to say, what was your job there, Vinny? Busboy, line cook.
They kept catching me stealing from the till. So, okay.
All before I was 15. These are the jobs
I just called this clip The Big Time.
Oh.
These shows with my band when I was 15, 16. One show, we had to get up at...
Okay, is he talking about the age of 15, 16 again? Is he talking about his first professional... Okay, we're back to his professional days at the beginning. Okay.
4:30 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
It was a farm report show called The Bill Bennett Show. It was a rock band. This is like a farm show. We did that. And then we did a show called Aquarama. In South Philly, there was it was like kind of like a SeaWorld inside.
Look, it ended on the cough that was coming. Damn you, Vinny!
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was thinking the same thing. All these edits are trimming out all of his respiratory problems and drippings and coughings and all the funniest shit. Vinny was kind to Frank with this edit.
Oh, John how has Frank had a career? Well, welcome to the show.
That's what we've been trying to figure out.
You know, everybody knows.
Everybody knows. Here's the hint. Look into his last name.
Hey, John Travolta.
Come on, I think his impression of the sitar was the best one, though.
That was good.
That was the best.
We've made it, man. Local TV. Aquarama, the Bill Bennett show. I mean, unless you were a farmer, you didn't see the Bill Bennett show.
Yeah. And it's just like, hey, look at me. I'm playing to a bunch of hayseeds while I'm standing in a pile of horse shit. I've really made it as a musician.
Playing on cable access TV at 15 years old doesn't make you, doesn't mean you made it.
He was a professional, Doug. Don't you insult his professional beginning of his career. Fuck, man. Jeez.
That's where Stallone got the idea for Rhinestone, right? Because of Frank's career.
It was Sly's horrible attempt of saying, if my brother can sing, so can I.
Yep.
Yeah.
Drinkenstein. Still better than anything Frank's done.
Drinkenstein.
When we were talking about Frank's rise and grind routine, apparently that is going to the gym and being the world's biggest douchebag at the gym.
So yeah, he's called woman fat there.
Fat
Why are you
shaming.
here? So let's see what he does here. Okay.
Honest to God, I go to the gym. I get up up. It's really weird for a musician. I get up at 5 in the morning. I'm in the gym sometimes at 5:30.
What? What does that even mean? The musicians don't get up early? He acts like he's on the road still. Like he's on the tour bus, getting laid by women, snorting coke off their butts. And it's like, me get up at 5 in the morning. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. If anything, it contradicts your claim that you're a working musician because you'd be going to bed at 5 in the morning, not getting up and going to the gym. If you were a successful musician, I mean.
He does the early show, catches a sensible dinner, and then goes to bed at a reasonable time.
Everyone is so disconnected. Everyone has AirPods in, looking at their phones. And I told some guy, I said, man, if you worked out as much as you text, you'd be like Mr. America. Really? I mean, I don't wear headphones. I dress.
Okay, you raw dog at the gym. Good for you. It's like...
So you listen to that poppy shit that the gym plays. Good for you.
Wearing combat boots. I don't care.
Boots at the gym.
He was wearing them?
Yeah.
That's what he said. He was wearing the combat boots?
I told some guy, I said, man, if you worked out as much as you text, you'd be like Mr. America.
Why would you say that to anybody? Would you really go up to somebody and say, maybe he's messaged his wife saying I'm coming home, or the kids say, like, none of your business why I'm talking to somebody.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm sorry. I just got the news. My mom has cancer. Thanks for thanks for the words, dickhead.
Really? I mean, I don't wear headphones. I dress, wearing combat boots. I don't care.
Yeah, so he wears combat boots at the gym.
Yeah, cool. High school students wear Crocs at the gym.
He probably wears
cool
those,
as them.
Those pants with the pockets on the side, tucks them into his combat boots, looking like a, like
I want to see Frank wearing like joggers tucked into his socks with wearing Crocs like every other penis head at the gym.
Yeah, you go to the gym now, you see them.
Yeah, I see all those dildos.
Talk about being disconnected. Doug, you go to the gym. I don't. And Andy, you said you're going back to the gym. As you can tell, I know it looks like I go to the gym, but I don't.
You look great.
Oh yeah. So when you go to the gym, guys, do you want people up in your business talking to you? Like I wouldn't want to talk to people. So the disconnection is on purpose. I have headphones in. I'm in my workout mode, whatever it is, because I'm doing a workout. I'm in my headspace. Hey, guy on the treadmill, what's up? What? Like,
because one of my biggest pet peeves at the gym is the socialites, because they'll do a set, they'll hang out by the machine that I want to use for 10 minutes talking, and then they'll do another set, and I'll just be there like with fucking flames coming out of my head. Do you want to see a roid rage there, John? You're about to see it, because that drives me fucking bananas.
I guess my posture is making it look like I'm going to jump on the screen. I'm just doing this in 3D. Put your 3D glasses on, folks.
The Jaws 3D.
Yeah. And Ginger, This is great. This is actually could very well be. Look at that. Frank doesn't want to wear headphones. Hey, is that Frank Stallone? Oh, who, me?
Send her the link.
That's a good call, Ginger Lips. I like that. All right.
Ginger Lips.
Friend of mine. It was more young people. I was just there. We just happened to walk in. We were going to grab something to eat.
Oh, no.
Honest to God, every girl there, they're sitting on these benches. Every one of them's like in their phone. I said, I feel sorry for these young guys. There are a lot of good-looking young college guys. These girls are buried in the phone. I said,
don't worry about that. The boyfriends are burying their face in something else later that night. Don't worry about the girls burying their face with the phones.
Who are you texting? She goes, my girlfriend. I said, where is she? She's over across the room. I said, my God, so disconnected.
Hey, Susan, come over here.
I said, who are you texting? I'm texting my dad. I'm saying, remember Frank Stallone? That fucking loser's here right now. He looks like shit.
I'm surprised Frank doesn't grab their phone and say, wait, who are you texting? Show me. This better be worth it.
Hey, Dad, what was our safe word again? Because this creep is hitting.
This is Frank bragging about his library in his house and how much he reads.
He's we've seen his books. Remember the last one we did? He showed his books, Ayn Rand or whatever that.
Fountainhead or Atlas
Stallone
Shrugged, whatever he was.
Atlas Shrugged and all these other books.
Mein Kampf is in the collection.
Yeah. How dare you?
Where you could shoot a cannon in there. There's no one there. No one reads books. If you saw over here, I must in this room here have well over 1,000 books. And I probably gotten given away or traded.
How long would it take to read an average of 1,000 books in your lifetime? You know what I mean? Like that's an insane amount of time. You got to figure out how much time it takes to read times 1,000.
Yeah.
Let's just say it takes you, if you're a fast reader, 5 hours. That's a fast. Is that 4 hours to 5 is a fast read? So that's 5 to 7,000 hours of reading.
And he's given away half of that. So he's read 1,500 books.
At least. So we're talking 6,000 to 8,000 hours of reading.
Mm-hmm.
How much lip moving is going on during that reading?
Always a voracious reader. My mother always said, read. It's one thing.
I want to hear what his mother said.
Guess what his mom always said.
Oh,
Sly is my favorite. That would have been my guess.
And don't ever get plastic surgery.
Yeah. Do your research on your plastic surgeon. Last clip. Frank's got a storied movie career, right? And they may not have been the best movies, but
The Dark Knight. So they had a suit of armor on me made of rubber, like the helmet.
trying to make it sound like he was in the Dark Knight.
It is so cheap. When I'm talking, the thing is moving. Like it's supposed to be a suit of armor, but it's rubber. It's like, I said, you can't get, you know what? I said, you can't get any worse than this. I mean, I did some movies. I said, I played one for my brother. I did up in Calgary, and I played it for him. Never came out. And there were some good actors in it. Charlie Napier.
Oh, yeah. This is legit. In all honesty, Frank, there is a film that he filmed with Sly that never got released. That is one of those lost films that you wish you could have.
He's going to start name dropping names no one's ever fucking heard of, though.
Oh, right now? Right now? Okay, let me go back.
Jack Napier's a name, right? Do we know who he is?
That's the Joker in Batman. That's Nicholson's Joker character.
Oh.
Jack Napier.
That's why I heard that name.
Yeah.
Who's the double chin guy? At first, I thought it might have been me. I was like,
that's.
I think it's Vinny. Vinny is the
you had
interview.
never heard of. Yeah.
Well, if you haven't already, everyone subscribe to Inside Hollywood with Vinny. He's from Philly, and he gets you to the heart of Hollywood with people like Frank Stallone. Okay.
I'm sure he'll be at Paisano Con.
Yeah. Are you guys going to go? Are you going?
Fuck yeah, I'm going.
Con.
Can you get off that? Do you know? Doug, you find out if you can go, and if you can go, I'll come down.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, I'm so. God,
we gotta. Yeah, we'll dig into this.
Yeah.
Everything's happening without me. I made you guys.
I came all the way to fucking Victoria. I flew on a private plane just to come see you.
Yeah, but your wife makes more than my wife. Let's be serious.
Cut that part out.
That's okay.
That's that,
The guy he was going after, Sonny Landham, who's in,
Oh
48
yeah,
Sonny Landham.
Yeah, that's the
Billy Bear. He's
that's right.
the Indian.
Yeah, well, yeah, sure. And Predator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
hours. All these guys, but
all
was
these guys.
This cheesy movie. So I said, I got to watch this. I was on the ground, convulsing and laughter. So it was. He goes, "This might be the worst movie I've ever seen in my life."
Yeah, you haven't seen Stop or My Mom Will Shoot, Sly?
Yeah. I want to see this movie, but
it's not out. That's the thing. It's
I know.
It's so freaking annoying. Oh, that's your last clip?
Yeah, the rest of
Okay.
it is just platitudes and bullshit.
There was something I had for my clip. Do you want to hear the song again?
Yes,
sitar?
fuck yes.
Okay, let's watch this again. People came in later.
Tom Bell was one of the greatest producers.
Okay, for those who came in late, so he's talking about producing an album with this guy, and he wanted Frank to play the sitar.
The stylistics, Harold Melvin, Delphonics, built everybody. And he said, "Really? Yeah, I want to hear that sitar."
That needs to be the new theme song for the show.
Yes, that's the intro. That's the intro. I will make that the intro. I'll do it after this episode because it's going to spoil it for the first time.
Oh yeah, you got it.
Oh yeah, Lucy. She called. She can't make it. Yeah, it's true. Okay, there is a clip I wanted you to see. I think it's just the next one.
In the 60s, like, all these kids, like at Belmont Plateau, there were like 50,000 kids. Like,
Listen.
All these kids, like at Belmont Plateau, there were like 50,000
Don't worry, I clipped it again so you could hear it.
kids, out on the lawn. They're like.
That's all. I think he dropped. Who's that guy that dropped acid? The politics guy that dropped
Tom Ford.
No, it was recently in the news. One of your guys in the States. But anyways, okay, that's it. All right. Well, everyone, it was an absolute pleasure. Andy, thanks for your great. Your channel is the reason why anyone watched us today. So I appreciate the comments. But if you're watching us from Andy's channel, which is all apologies, Andy's a great. Now a good friend of ours, we could say, because Andy has now met Doug and myself in real life. And we're still, I guess we're still friends. We're real friends, Andy, because we've met.
Yes.
We've shaken hands. We rubbed each other's backs. We did the things that friends do. And
he hasn't ghosted you after. So.
No, he hasn't ghosted me. He came back on the show after, so that's a good sign. Anyways, if you're on Andy's show, check out Frank Stallone. Who is this guy? It's an actual podcast on an actual channel by itself. Check it out. And you see Andy on those episodes as well when he came on the show. There's a lot of great Frank content out there. We're trying to figure out who Frank is. And the goal is, guys, that we're going to get Frank on the show one day, interview him. And when that happens, that will be the last episode. Mm-hmm. All right. Andy, do you want to plug anything on your channel about you?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I'm going to be on with Carl and Tukey tomorrow talking about No Effects, the punk band, on Bert Kreischer's cooking show. So look forward to that. Probably on Carl's channel. And then next week I have the poker stream on Monday night right here on this program, this channel. And I got Pat Dixon and Jody B and 2K. These guys are all regulars in the game. And I'm going to try and get Joey C, Bacon Bits, maybe. Doug, you're always welcome to come back whenever you're available on a Monday. Let me know. I'd love to have you on. Ryan, if you ever learn how to play, you can come on.
Okay.
I'm happy to take your money though.
I know. Literally, the one time I was on, I literally paid to talk to you. Like,
yeah, he played poker.
It's like I could do.
I get to bet on every hand. You didn't know a check or a fold was a thing.
Yeah, I can do this for free. Thank you very much. No.
I do. I think we are going to do a game where I just kind of teach people the ropes.
Oh, that'd be
people
great.
like Luigi Greenberg and Gummy Chainsaw.
That's a great idea. A bunch of
great
noobs,
friends. Yeah. So if you want to get in that game, probably 0 to low stakes and just talk fundamentals and talk shit. Yeah.
And I think that would actually maybe get a couple views. Watch a bunch of noobs play. Yeah.
Watch the movie Rounders before you play. That's very.
I have seen it, but I've heard. Yeah. Okay. Well, thanks everyone. Thanks for joining us.
So I think all these shows are going to start falling by the wayside because I think people just don't want to hear it anymore.